the way up. This program is targeted at inspiring young people to become more in whatever field that they find themselves. On this program, we bring guests from all walks of life, from every field that you can think of. And these people come and tell us how it feels like to be in that shoes. On the show today, I am joined by a guest, a singer, a writer, a model. The boy God is helping. I am Effiong Francis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So tell us, who is Effiong Victor?
And thank you for that question. Effiong Victor is that young boy that started his life in the city of Lagos. So growing up, I had this mindset of not being enough, like always seeing myself as less, like this low self-esteem of a thing. Until I realized that I can do anything I want to do. That's why it's on my bio on Facebook. I quoted it, I can be anything I want to be.
Okay.
I stopped seeing myself as that guy that cannot get into any place. I started seeing myself as important. That's why today I have thousands of people following me and they always want to like reckon the kind of things I do.
Okay, about that, you have over 20,000 people following you on Facebook.
Yes.
So let me relate the story to me. About last year, I started having over 100 people view my status on WhatsApp. And at the point I felt like these people are after my life. These people are constantly following me, so every single time. How does it feel?
How it started, I was not ready.
Yeah.
I would say I was not ready for this whole
Fame.
It came all of a sudden because I got admission into the University of Uyo. I was this kind of docile guy that is always keeping to himself.
Yeah.
Even though I always know how to relate to people, but I always like my space.
Yeah.
I don't go around. But when the whole fame happened, I just started like training myself. I started developing this act of always welcoming people to myself.
Okay.
So when I started getting popular, when I started getting this fame very well, there was this switch.
Okay.
The guy that was always like saying, I don't want this person to see me. He was always very shy and timid. Just turned into a man.
Okay.
Just forget about the boy. So that has been what has been helping me,
Okay.
and it has kept me focused, even up till now.
Okay. So is it really about the numbers? I mean, people may say it's just 20,000 followers. I'll be over 20,000 followers. Like, it doesn't really matter. Tell me, has there been any monetary value added to these followers on Facebook?
There has been a lot.
Okay. Tell us about it.
A lot. When I started getting this audience,
Okay.
I noticed that people were always reaching out to me. They were like saying, I've noticed you have huge following. Can you help me do this? Can you work with my brand? Can you work with my business?
Okay.
At the point I was like, I don't understand how this stuff works.
Okay.
So I started asking questions from people that are top. I started finding out things, how they do their own business, how they run their adverts for brands, and how they partner with brands to help publicize their businesses. So that helped me. Like I can say I've made over.
Don't mention.
I've made a lot of money from Facebook.
You shall share giveaway. All right. So the viewers watching, there may be persons there who want to be all that you are, who want to start influencing. How do they go about it? That's a hard one, right?
Okay, I'll start by saying not everyone will be an influencer.
Okay.
There are people that have this small audience.
Yeah.
They are not big, but they are very good with what they do.
Okay.
So I would say you just remain focused. Remain focused at what you are doing. You don't just sit idle and say, I want to be an influencer. I want to keep achieving. There are people who have promoted their pages or their accounts so they can become that influencer, but it doesn't work out because they don't have that kind of what it takes. They don't have what I used to do.
Okay.
Some people are just very lazy. They don't want to drop updates, or they don't have the intellectual capacity enough to like always keep posting.
Okay.
So that's what.
So one has to be consistent.
Consistency, very important.
Okay.
And you have to know what you want to do. Don't do something because someone else is doing it.
Okay. So you're a student of the University of Leo and you're a popular face. People know you. I want to believe you've had an embarrassing moment. So I'd love you to tell us about it. I mean, do you have people rush up to you and give me your autograph and need to sign it? Or tell me one embarrassing situation you found yourself.
Okay, there is no day that I don't step out of my house that someone doesn't stop me.
Okay.
Even when I want to fetch water outside my compound, because me, I'm very like real. I don't like living my life because I'm like popular online. I'm not living to please people or living the kind of life that I'm not living.
Okay.
So I just like living. Everywhere I enter, I'll see somebody that always walk up to me and say, are you Effiong? Even up to today in school, I was very pressed. I was looking for where to. Then someone walked up to me saying, are you this guy? I said, yes. I was so tense because I wanted to just leave that place. I think one embarrassing moment I've had is when I was walking along the road. Then someone from the other end of the road was shouting my name, and I was not properly dressed. I was just like, because I said I want to be real. It doesn't give you the fact to come and start. So I felt really embarrassed because I don't like when people shout my name. If you know me, you can walk up to me. I'm very welcoming.
Okay. All right. So lastly, there may be persons who want to be like you. I mean, being all that you are, being a singer and model and everything. What is your advice for them?
Okay, I'll simply say remain focused. Because if you don't know what you want to do and you want to do what someone else is doing, you'll miss it in life totally. You'll miss it. Because currently now I've started building this name for myself that anytime I enter into a place, I'm always like welcomed. So if you want to do something, you want to influence or do something, the kind of thing I'm doing, you have to like be doing something else first. Then remain focused, remain consistent, and add value to yourself.
Alright, it's been a really wonderful time with our guest Effiong Victor. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. So for more updates, follow us on YouTube at Grace Link Media and on Facebook at GL Media and on YouTube at Grace Link Media. It's been a really wonderful time. Okay, so what's your parting words for?
I really appreciate this platform. I appreciate this medium I've been given, GLTV. And thank you very much. Thank you so much for having me. I do not take it for granted.
Signing out is Enomo Francis. Thanks for watching. Bye.